Hillary said she doesn't like my tone. The word tone was used. And I'm saying to myself, you know, we have people in the Middle East, if you're a Christian, you get your head chopped off. The world is a mean and evil place. And we need a strong tone. We can't have that weak, pathetic tone.
That was Donald Trump today out on the campaign trail. Trump has been leading in the polls and won the last 3 primary contests. Can Donald Trump keep up the momentum and rack up multiple wins tomorrow? Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, goes on the record. Nice to see you, Eric.
Hey, Greta, how are you?
Good. So, Eric, the good news is that the national poll comes out and your father is 33 points out in front of number 2. The bad news is he's got this controversy about David Duke. I imagine it's enormously tough for you as a child, but help us understand this one.
Which is, the whole thing is ridiculous. I don't know how many times you can denounce a person. He's denounced David Duke no more than 400 times. I mean, he's tweeted about it. He tweeted many days about it. He's come out and said it 50 different times. I mean, it's really... You know, my father's a great man. Those 3 letters shouldn't even be used in the same sentence with my father. I mean, he's an unbelievable man. He's been the greatest father in the world to Don, Ivanka, and I. He's just a great man. And it's really, this is politics at its ugliest. I mean, this is really politics at its ugliest. And people always told us getting into, presidential, races, it was going to be ugly, it was going to be nasty. I mean, this is really politics at its worst.
Well, even former Governor Mitt Romney, who has been out, hitting them a couple times, he wants his tax returns, he said last week, and he made an innuendo that there was something in the tax returns that would show us or surprise us. But he tweeted a disqualifying and disgusting response by real Donald Trump, that's his Twitter handle, to the KKK. His coddling of repugnant bigotry is not in the character of America. How do you persuade America that he's not that?
Well, I mean, Mitt Romney certainly wasn't saying that when he was begging for money from my father when he was running for, presidential candidate. But, it's just really sad. My father, there isn't a mean bone in his body. He's an amazing guy. And I just said this before. I mean, he's an amazing guy. He's one of the most philanthropic guys you'll ever meet. And he's an amazing person. How do you persuade people? I don't know. I mean, you had Cruz go out there and say, maybe if Trump releases his tax returns, you'll see some kind of mob affiliation, like people, mention their...
I thought that was terrible.
I mean, it's ridiculous. That's the nature of this, Greta. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I thought that was terrible when Senator Cruz made that allegation. I mean, and there's a lot, there's a lot going on. And I suppose they're saying it in part because your father swings hard, too. It's been going back and forth.
But the problem is these guys are drowning. They're drowning, and they're trying to grab at anything they can, and, they're trying to pull them under with them. And, it's sad, but I think people are seeing it, and, I'm seeing it, and I'm just proud of what he's accomplished thus far.
What do you expect tomorrow? Is there any chance he's going to win in Texas? Because that's the one that Senator Ted Cruz says he's going to win.
Well, I hope so. I mean, we've got so many great endorsements out of Texas, whether it be ICE. I mean, they know he's going to build a wall. He's going to build that wall so quickly people's heads are going to spin, right? I mean, I think he's had a lot of great endorsements, and Texas is a place we love. I mean, it's a place we've spent a lot of time, and I think we're going to do very well there. But I think my father is going to do great tomorrow, and I think he's going to do great in the whole campaign. You saw the CNN poll, and I think you mentioned it before, but nationwide, he's got a 33% lead over all the other candidates. I mean, he's just doing fantastic. And, Greta, that's a man that hopped into a race, 7, 8 months ago. He self-funded his whole campaign. He spent by far the least amount of money of any candidate. He has by far the best results. I mean, that's what we want in Commander-in-Chief. At least that's what I want in a Commander-in-Chief. Let's get the best results. Let's spend the least amount of money. I mean, he's doing amazing. And, again, I love the man to death. He's my best friend in the world. I could not be more proud of him. He's doing awesome.
Eric, thank you. And I say what I say to all the candidates, and so I'm saying to their children, tomorrow's a big day. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Fingers crossed.